Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at the 1970 mint set from Great Britain. And you see at the top it says Coinage of Great Britain. There's an L here, an S here, and a D here. There's a 1970, the year, and it says in Northern Ireland. So Coinage of Great Britain in Northern Ireland. Now people wonder what this L and the S and the D are. And that is, this is the sign for a pound, this is the S for a shilling, and this is the D for a pence. So in the old days, you might see something that was 1 shilling, 12 pence. And so it would, or it might be 1 pound, 2 shillings, 12 pence. And so when they would write the pence, they would write 12 and they'd put a little D behind it, 12D. And so this coinage actually was the last year that they made the old pre-decimal coinage. So sometimes when you get the pre-decimal coinage is referred to as it's written as the LSD, or the pound, shilling, pence 3 decimal coinage. And what this is it's not real leather. It's kind of a simulated cardboarded leather in this packet. And if we flip it over, you see that on the back it says, the United Kingdom adopted a decimal coinage system on February 15th, 1971. This proof set contains some of the last examples of the old coinage, and there's the Royal Mint seal there. And you can tell this has been in there for a while because it actually folded down where it stuck into the box. If we turn the box over, you'll see that the box inside it has 3 things. This box does. It has the top, which is the what a lot of people call this a certificate of authenticity. It says in it, it's a booklet, it says the coinage of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. And if you open up the packet itself, you see that it says same thing, coinage of United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Talks about coming out in 15th February 71. And then they talk about the half crown, the florin or the 2 crown, the shilling, and they go through each of them. And I'm telling you, when I open this, it really smells. It smells like old paper, like a little musty, because we just opened this kit up. This one says florin, half crown, 6 pence, English shilling, and Scottish shilling. And you'll notice that the 2 shillings are both different on the back. And that is, there's the 3 lions lying down in the English shilling, and there's a lion ramponer standing up in the Scottish shilling. And then we have the penny, the 3 pence, and the half penny. And then as we continue through here, they talk about the 6 pence, the 3 pence, the penny. And then if you get on to the back, they continue the penny, go to the half penny, and then they talk about how to handle proof coins. You're advised not to remove the coins from the welded plastic case. If you do, they're going to tarnish. And they probably would have. But they say a fingerprint could permanently damage a proof coin. So be careful. But you know we handle all our proof coins. So these are going to get some fingerprints on them. This is the other card that you want to have for this certificate of authenticity. These ones were actually sold in the United States through the North American Bureau of the Royal Mint in Washington, D.C. And you could, back then, you could get 3 sets a person. You could either put it on account, Bank of America account, or you could pay for them by cash or check. And you could also order additional ones for $8.75 each. And what were they? Well, let's take a look. So the very top thing there, and this is in a really hard plastic case that you actually have to chip and break to get it open. I've tried different ways. I've tried to chip it, chisel it, saw it. There's no real good way to get it open. I have not tried to heat it, and that's because, or put it in boiling water, and that's because there's chemicals inside here. So when you break this open, if you ever do it outside and do it in the fresh air. So on the top we have the token, we have the half crown on the left, and we'll see the back in a second. We have the florin or 2 shilling on the right, 6 pence in the middle. We have the English 1 shilling there, the Scottish 1 shilling, the penny, which you can see is the biggest of all, almost, except for the half crown. The half penny, which is down here, looks big, and then the 3 pence, or the threp. And if we go on the back, you can actually see them in the back of the Royal Mint token. And there it says 2 shillings, 1970, and there's our half crown, 1970. 6 pence, 1 shilling, England, 1 shilling, 1 shilling Scotland, the 3. No, wait a second. 1 shilling England laying down, 1 shilling Scotland standing up lying, 1 penny, and that's Britannica. What a beautiful penny that is, even though it's in the plastic, you can tell that. The 3 pence, which is just magnificent. I'd never seen a 3 pence until I took until I took one out of the plastic. And it's amazing compared to the 3 pence you get that have been used, what the differences are. And then you have the half penny over here. Now, of course, they didn't produce many of these coins after 1967. So even though this came out in 1970, they hadn't produced any since 67, and these were all produced in mint sets. So this mint set here was one of 750,000 of them which they made. We'll get these lights out of there. It's like looking into headlights sometimes, isn't it? Really hard to magnify it and actually kind of show you what's going on here. All right, so that's what we have. We have the Great Britain mint set, and of course at this point in time we're going to call it the coinage of Great Britain and Northern Ireland 1970 mint set with our certificates of authenticity and our coins. Have a great day from DC Coin Roll International Coin Channel.